It's Week 14 of the 2022 season. And up next is Darius Slay, who's stating his place among the league's best with 6 picks this season. It's the Eagles and the Giants, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river. We are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at the Eagles. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense. It seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his 3rd season, Jalen Hurts.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards to pick up, first down. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle first down. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 2nd and 5 now. Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And New York set to take the field. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Throwing, Jones. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Throwing again on second down. Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. The Giants at 9-3 here on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Now Jones. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
No, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 3 catches now this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Out to his left. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will do the job nicely, as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will step out of bounds, but not before he's all the way across the 50. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 42 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw, Jones. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone, not worried about trap.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And Jones going to keep once more. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this is good from 57 yards out. That's bombs away right there. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. they have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run with Sanders. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Second down, back to Sanders. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And Sanders has got it complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 26. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
Down at the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. This just 32 yards officially from the right hash. The kick by Elliott is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Good strong throw and catch right there. So far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jones apparently a little unsure of everything here, so he steps back and signals for timeout as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jones now on 1st and 10. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. But Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Aaron Sipas now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Jackson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Eagles. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jordan Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long, and they were able to rally and stop it before he could get to the marker.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fast footwork by Sanders. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film section tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Giants ready to come out now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you can tempt to play the field position game.
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. He dumps it off to Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And that is no good. And the lead will stay put at 17. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Throwing is Hurts.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. Down to the 25. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Azeez Ojulari pushing in and dropping him.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. In the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. As you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And New York set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. This one swung out to Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era. We think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Jones. And his throw is incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this fourth quarter deficit. On 1st down, Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Hurts. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin.
But he's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there.
Even the most elusive quarterbacks have those tough days where they can't avoid sacks, and this is one of them. 3rd time he's gone down. He might develop some happy feet now, want to escape the pocket and try and gain more yardage with his legs.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Jones going for it all.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, put a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Taken in at the 3. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And the offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Azeez Ojulari
in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Going for it with Sanders. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. And that's incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now we've got a giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And once again, this is Sanders. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass.
2nd down and goal.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. 25 seconds to go. A must recover if they're going to have any chance. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. A first down carry for Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Giants, it's a 10th.